action.
Hello, I'm the Buddhist monk, teacher, healer, and tantrika known as Lama Jigme. You can call me Lama, and if you're pretty, you can call me Hey Stud. Which of course begs the musical question, with all these different teachers and all these different teachings, how are we supposed to know which one to use? That's a good question. And that's a question that's answered in an ancient text, which can be translated halfway into English as the Sutta of the Kalama's Dilemma. Allow me to Jigme-ize that for your protection. Imagine, if you will, a beautiful morning in northeast India. There's Buddha. Of course, it's not today, it's 25 centuries ago. And there's Buddha and his disciples doing walking meditation early in the morning, just grooving on the beauty of the present moment. And all of a sudden they're flagged down by the city fathers of the city of the Kalamas. And they said, Buddha, we's in a heap of trouble. Why is that? Well, every month another teacher blows in, blows up, and blows out. Yeah. Well, they all teach different things. And they can't agree on anything except for two things. What's that? Well, they all agree that they're right and everyone else is wrong. So Buddha, how are we supposed to know which teacher and which teaching to practice? Now you know what they were expecting. They were expecting Buddha to say, oh, those guys suck. Trust me. But he didn't do that. He's a bit too clever for that. And so instead of giving the answer that they wanted or expected, he told them the opposite, and he told them exactly how they would not know which teacher or teaching to rely on. And he gave them a list as long as your arm. I'll shorten it for you. Essentially, this is the Reader's Digest version. Essentially, he said, listen, prestige and fame and beauty and charisma are meaningless. They are no indicators of what works. Whether it resonates with you logically or viscerally or intuitive is meaningless. After all, look where your logic has taken you, right here. You know, stuck in samsara, subject to the tyranny of sufferings and their causes. So your intuition and $1 will get you a cup of coffee. That's just about it. Well, what then? How are we supposed to know? Buddha said it quite intellectually. It is the efficacy of the teachings that validate the teacher. Huh? Exactly. So here's the deal. The Brits used to say it's the proof of the pudding is in the tasting. 5 centuries after Christ, Jesus said, you'll know a tree by its fruit. So here's the deal. If you get one lesson a week for, let's say, 13 weeks, and let's say every week, you're doing your homework assignment, whether it's practicing 5 minutes or 8 minutes, whatever. Within 13 weeks, you're going to get some results. And if you become so cranky that your friends begin to call you Little Darth Vader, and it's time to find a new teacher. But after 13 weeks of lessons and 13 weeks of doing your homework, you experience much more spontaneous joy and love and peace and resourcefulness, as well as the wisdom of the gently letting go. If you're experiencing more of that, then you found a good teacher, and go get more teachings. So that's it, folks. It's as simple as that. Find a teacher, receive his blessings, receive his instructions, follow his directions, and notice your results. See, here's the deal. In any given endeavor, whether you're studying meditation, or whether you're studying working fitness, or whether you're studying how to build a better stock portfolio, whatever your endeavor, if your teacher says, listen, don't look for results, just trust me because I've got charisma. If he says that to you, run, don't walk, run away, find a new teacher, because they're bogus. You need to find a teacher who's going to say, hey, this stuff is going to work for you or it doesn't. If If it works for you, I rock. If it doesn't work for you, clearly I blow chunks. And there you go. Thank you for your time.